Confession Friday, Season 2, Episode 4, if I'm not mistaken. Coworkers Edition, Part 2. Okay.
But this poster posted. Post. My coworker kept calling me his work wife. His actual wife showed up. Oh my god. This is fucking messy. I don't believe in work wife, work husband. No. Because there probably ends up being a work lover. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Unless it's like for a TV show. Or like a show, you know. But if it's like something that's not like, you know, even on the fucking TV shows and movie sets, you know, shit happens. Coworkers, work wives, work husband end up being the next wife, the next husband. We've seen those headlines. This poster posted. So my coworker John from HR starts saying this weird stuff like, you know, we're basically work spouses, right? Nope. No, we're not. Nope. I thought it was just a joke. But then he's like, nah, for real. We talk more than I do with my wife. And that sounds like a problem in your household now, buddy, doesn't it? I kind of left it off at first, but fast forward to last Thursday, his wife actually shows up at the office during lunch with their kid. She sees us chatting in the break room, and suddenly she's like, oh, so you must be her. I've never grabbed my lunch tray and bolted out of there so fast in my life. His face was bright red. I don't think I've ever seen someone go from work wife to awkward silence so quickly. Hold on. Oh my god, I'm thirsty. See, I like this kind of tea. This is water. I would like to see this kind of tea in person though, TBH. Just from my own entertainment, blah. And then be like, damn, that sucked for you. But it's interesting because as I read it, it sounds like it went from like a first point of view to a second point of view, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on. Okay, so it is still in the first point POV. Okay, bitch. Okay, I got it now. I was tripping for a moment ago. I was like, it went from first point of view to like second point of view. No. See, I was onto something, you know, because she said the actual wife showed up during the lunch with their kid, that she saw you and John from HR chatting it up, laughing, ha, real muy fucking happy. Why? Because the wife knows something. The wife is onto something. She can sense it, smell it, and it's in her guts. She showed up to the break room, right, where she saw her husband and you chatting it up, and she goes, oh, so you must be her. So you must be her. Yep, she is. And what did you do? You grabbed your shit and you bolted out of there so fast. Why did you do that? Why did you feel the need to do that? And his face was bright red. Why is his face getting red? Right? You posted it. You've never seen someone go from work wife to awkward silence so quickly. Why? Why are you bolting out? Why is his face all red when the wife shows up? There shouldn't be a need for that, right? I'm just saying. There shouldn't be a need for that. Well, how come you can't finish your lunch? But did you suddenly get full? Did you suddenly get full? No. Because there's something else going on, or something else that wants to happen. John's wife, yeah, you may want to get a little, hopefully you have a prenup. And start going over it. Anyways. Yeah, no. You said your coworker's calling you his work wife, you're calling him the work husband, even though you didn't post it. Anyways. Next post is, this user posted, they're expecting us to clean up after everyone. Hi, this is a policy that my work is trying to implement, and I am so mad about it. For context, I work in an office setting, and we have a communal break room, which I do not use, as I live close enough to go home for lunch every day. Today we got a message in our office-wide group chat stating that because people haven't not been cleaning up after themselves, everyone in the office will be expected to sign up for a day to clean the break room. This might include dishes, coffee, wiping down tables, and cleaning up trash. I asked my manager if I could be exempt from this, as I do not use the break room and have never left a mess in there. She said no. Everyone gets a day. So I'm more than a little peeved. To me, it does not seem fair to punish me and others who don't use the break room for the actions of others who do and don't clean up their own messes by making us clean up after them. Sorry if this seems a little silly, but I am very frustrated. Look, if you do not go in there at all, every time you work, at all, not even to get a paper towel, at all. I mean, for nada dentro, nada. If you don't go in there at all, then you don't sign up for it. Don't sign up for it. Ready to fire you? That's a lawsuit. And you'll most likely win. No. Nope. You're not, unless, well, you're not maintenance, so. You don't have maintenance there? Mm-mm. And you say you live close enough. I'm assuming you clock out. And I'm assuming there's cameras. Don't, and you, look. I'm assuming there's cameras, right? And I'm assuming you clock out for work. And if you do not go in there for no reason at all, nothing, not even to fucking breathe, and they want to fire you, you can use the cameras, you can use your clock out log, and there's the cameras, I'm assuming there's cameras outside the building, hopefully, where it says that you go to work for lunch every single time you work, and you get the lawsuit, and you'll most likely win. Don't take my word for it, this is just hypotheticals. Now, if you do go in there for any reason, then, well, if you're just going in there, right, for whatever reason, what you could do, and it's a lot of, it's bullshit and it might work, but you can just like get your phone, start recording the moment you go in, what you do, and the moment you walk out. You know, you can do that. And if you're not allowed to have your phone, then you tell them the reasons why you're doing it. The reason why you're doing it. I don't know what field of work you're in, but if I were you, that's what I would do. See, if that were me, that's what I would do. And you live close by to go home for lunch. You fucking go home. Who wants to be at work for your lunch? Unless you absolutely have to. And you're like an on-call doctor or something. I don't know. Thank you for watching. Please consider subscribing. Again, I'm Amigo Flex. Thank you for stopping by. Share it, comment on it. Yeah, pretty good.